Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into something super important for anyone learning Roblox scripting. Lua data types. Let's talk about the 8 data types in Roblox Lua. Knowing these is key for anyone serious about scripting. Stick around, and I'll break them down for you. First up, we have nil. Nil basically means nothing. If a variable is nil, that means it has no value at all. Here's a quick example. Both of the two examples are the same. If you don't assign a value to a variable, it will be automatically assigned as nil. Simple, right? Next, we've got Boolean. A Boolean can only have two values, true or false. Here's a quick example. So, you might use a Boolean to check if something is happening in your game, like if a door is open or closed. Now, on to numbers. Numbers are pretty straightforward. They can be whole numbers like 5, or decimals like 3.14. You'll use numbers for things like player health, points, and positions in your game. Think of numbers as your game's currency. They can be used for almost anything. Next up is string. A string is just text or a series of characters. If you want to store player names, messages, or any other text, you'll use strings. Think of strings as the way you store words in your game, like when players type in chat or when you're naming your awesome sword. Now for something a bit more flexible, tables. Tables are like a collection of values. You can store different kinds of data in there like strings, numbers, Boolean, function, and many more. There are different types of tables. One type is an array, which stores lists of values in a specific order. Now let me give you an example. Each value in the array is assigned an index number. Indexes are assigned to values in the order in which the values are stored. The first value is at index 1, the second at index 2, and so forth. Now for the other type of table, it's called dictionaries. Now, dictionaries are the same with array. They both store values. Unlike array, dictionaries doesn't use number as an index, and data stored are not in order. Dictionaries uses key as its index paired with the value assigned to them. Let me give you an example. You can use square bracket to indicate the key, or you can just straight out indicate key without using square bracket. That's the beauty of dictionaries. Next is function. Functions are blocks of code that perform specific tasks. You define a function once and can call it whenever you need it. Let me give you an example. In this example, we create a function called greetPlayer that prints a message to the console. We can call this function whenever we need to greet the player. Now on to tuples. Tuples are when a function returns multiple values. Instead of just giving back one thing, the function can give back several things at once. Let me give you an example. Here, the function getPosition returns 3 values, x, y, and z. Those are returned as a tuple, and we can use them wherever we need. Lastly, we have threads. In Roblox Lua, a thread is a way to run multiple parts of a script at the same time. This is done using coroutines. You can also use task.spawn. Let me give you an example. In this example, both of them allows us to run that block of code separately from the rest of the script. While they do have that similarity, they also have their own differences. Coroutines provide more control over the execution. You can pause and resume a coroutine whenever you want, which is useful if you need more manual control over a function's execution state. Meanwhile, in task.spawn, you just need to run a function asynchronously without worrying about controlling its flow manually, or when performance isn't critical, but simplicity is. If you want more control over, choose coroutine. Otherwise, choose task.spawn. Both of them gets the job done. All right, that wraps up the 8 core data types in Roblox Lua. Now that you know what they are, you're well on your way to becoming a better Roblox developer. Remember, practice makes perfect, so try using these data types in your game and see how they work. If this video helped you out, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more Roblox scripting tips. And if you have any questions or video requests, drop a comment down below. See you next time, and happy scripting!